A week after suffering a 1-0 loss to Miami FC, and the Rowdies tonight welcome FC Tulsa to Antley Stadium. Two teams looking to get back on the winning track. Tampa Bay and FC Tulsa coming up next on ESPN+. There's absolutely nothing like a Saturday night at Antley Stadium. Rowdies haven't posted 3 points since March 23rd, hoping to do that tonight as they welcome in FC Tulsa. We welcome you inside the booth. Everybody thrilled you're here. Drew Felios alongside Ryan Davis. It's a scoring drought for the Rowdies coming into tonight. Only one goal over their past 3 games. Ryan, how do they get back into form?
Speed of play through the middle. I think Jan Ekra and Lewis Hilton tonight are going to have a hard time, but they're going to have a busy time. Creating plays with speed, passing the ball to the attacking midfielders. They have to create in the middle of the park rather than the wings tonight.
FC Tulsa, last time they were here, they ended their season back in November. Rodrigo De Costa, he leads the charge here tonight.
He's a Brazilian doing what Brazilians do, creating chances for himself, laying off balls for others. He's a real number 10 that's going to play right behind the forward, go left to right, have the Rowdies defense shifting, adjusting. So keep your eyes on De Costa. He's a special, special player.
And for Tampa Bay, Seba Guinzotti, 22 goals a season ago. No goals so far this season. Should Rowdies fans be concerned?
Absolutely not. He brings so many other traits other than goal scoring to this team. He presses what Coach Collins and this Rowdies team survive on is team presses. He leads the line when it comes to that. And he has 2 assists already this season. He has so many other facets to this game.
Lots of energy in the stadium here tonight. It's Tampa Bay hosting FC Tulsa. We've got the kickoff coming up next from downtown St. Pete.
Amortized 5-year debt schedule requisition.
Come a little closer, mon petit chou. Feel that fascination if you're there. I think that I like you. I think that I like you. I think that I like you.
I've been working for Baycare for 13 years.
Going on 20 years?
12 years.
15 years.
20 years.
5 years.
6 years.
15 years.
28 years.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Do you have what it takes to wear it? Find out at baycarecareers.org and see why Baycare is the only top-performing large health system in America that's also a best place to work.
I've been in Baycare for 5 years and my experience is great. I love it.
Baycare, humanity at work.
¿Puede un seguro médico ayudar a curar la soledad? ¿Puede cuidar a tu mejor amigo también? ¿O tomarte de la mano por 9 meses? ¿Puede estar disponible para ti a las 3 a.m.? ¿Puede estar contigo en cada paso? Nosotros sí lo creemos. ¿Qué más puede hacer un seguro médico para ti? Averígualo.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motor Cars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motor Cars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
Saturday night in the USL Championship. Tonight we bring you Tampa Bay and FC Tulsa from downtown St. Pete. And we get things going with our starting lineups. Presented by Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. First for FC Tulsa, Sean Lewis gets the start in goal. Ronald Rodriguez, though, in the back, so good. Bradley Bouchois, tough to penetrate as well.
Yeah, 4 changes from that lineup against Pittsburgh a week ago. Marlon Ramirez, Eric Bird, Adrian Despi, and Abuchi Benoit coming on as there were substitutes in that game that completely changed the game around.
And for the Rowdies, a little different starting lineup tonight. Reiko Arozarena will get the nod in goal for Tampa Bay. Excited to see Reiko get the nod. Also, we've got Greg starting up top. Guenzati as well with LaCava. That trio should have several opportunities here tonight.
Very mobile, quick front three, and Greg and Guenzati linked up beautifully in the preseason. They're going to try to replicate that to get the Rowdies back on the board. And Rosarina, look for distribution, long balls directly to the forwards.
Jake Arman gets his second straight start. It is a perfect night for football. 82 degrees, sun going down in downtown St. Pete, and the Rowdies in the familiar green and gold ready to go. There's a Rosarina. His talent, the sky not even the limit. He can do so much in goal, just a matter of getting the reps, building that familiarity. Seba Guenzati, meanwhile, looking to get on the score sheet for the first time this year.
Yeah, he's going to have to do the intangibles. That's what gets you into form, Drew. When you do the little things that you can't control, then the things that you can't control seem to start going into place.
FC Tulsa in black, Tampa Bay, the iconic green and gold. We're underway from downtown St. Pete. Injury report brought to you by St. Anthony's Hospital. Here tonight as the Rowdies continue to be relatively healthy here in 2022. Of course, no Castellanos, and FC Tulsa, they come in scot-free, 100% healthy on the visitor side.
Tulsa lineup this tonight, Drew, 4-2-3-1 against Rowdies, 3-4-2-1. Now, the last two teams to come into Ireland, Hartford and Miami, both changed their formations to try to counteract the Rowdies formation. Looks like Tulsa are going to stick with their 4-2-3-1 formation.
Sean Lewis, the 29-year-old in goal tonight at Rockford, Michigan. As this is Torres. The ball will sail out. Rowdies will throw it in. Lawrence White getting the nod. And right, I know you're excited to see 27 in the 11.
Absolutely. Just a huge chance for him to try to create something on the field, to try to impact the game. And the Rowdies can use whatever spark they can use right now to get going.
Connor Antley, solid this season in the back. Let's take a look at our keys to the match.
Speed through the middle. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. The wing backs have to bring the ball in and create down the middle of the park for the Rowdies.
Rowdies attack coming from the left side. Sent back. Here comes Tampa Bay. Ekra lost it. FC Tulsa tries to clear. Lewis Hilton and White sharing here. Sebastian Dahlgaard. He is involved offensively. The Rowdies can be so good. Here's White scrapping and battling for possession. And a grab that time by Dario Suarez, who was the team leader in chances.
Well, in that 4-2-3-1, Dario Suarez and Marlon Ramirez are going to have the responsibility. And there's Coach Collins coming back from his trip from Ireland and Scotland, rather, to get that UEFA license. But Dario Suarez and Marlon Ramirez are going to have to track back with the wing backs.
Guenzati working his magic inside the box. Shot taken. There's the rebound and buried by Lewis Hilton.
We'll talk about speed through the middle. Seba Guenzati taking the responsibility and attacking the goal, attacking the ball. Wasted no time, got the shot off. And Lewis Hilton gets his first goal of the season. And what a time to get it. The Rowdies really need to break that drought. Look at how he attacked that space through. Took it right down the throat. The shot across the goalkeeper. And Lewis Hilton, an emphatic finish.
So the engine of the offense comes out firing on all cylinders, and the Rowdies lead 1-0 early.
It's the aggression in the last third. We talked about speed through the middle, but they talked about it all week in practice. In the last third, they used drills over and over, Monday to Friday, to try to get speed, to get that sharpness in front of goal. And El Capitan leading the way to create that chance.
Take chances any way you can get them. And off the rebound, a good way to start for Tampa Bay. Arman here to throw it in, and this crowd, you just sense coming to the park tonight, a little bit of sense of urgency, this club wanting to get back on track. And then we'll be talking a lot about Mr. Davis, not just tonight, but what lurks in the near future for the Rowdies. A showdown with their mythical arch rivals right up by 4.
Oh my God, that's going to be such a big game on Wednesday night.
Tonight, it's all about the task at hand. There's a nice header, and how about Rowdies coming out, getting a hand on it to redirect Williams.
Absolute blinder. Look at this. He's right there, 5 feet from Williams. And look at this reaction save. He was dead and buried. And just pure reflexes kept this score at 1-0. Wow.
He has the athleticism to make up for times when he may be a little uncertain.
Correct. Only speed of hand could have corrected that misjudgment.
Corner now for De Costa. They'll place it far post. Saw Antley in there scrapping. Connor Antley, not the physical presence of Forrest Lasso, but he has done the job here early in the season.
Yeah, I mean, he has the athletic prowess when it comes to speed and covering. And he's also so good with the ball at his feet. He can distribute from the back. Such an important part of this Rowdies back 3.
FC Tulsa quickly getting into their attack. Torres centering. Here come the men in black. Once again, dangerous as De Costa. You have to know where he is at all times, not just as a scoring threat, but also with the 22 assists in his career.
Correct. We just saw the ball come back to him, but he started the play down on the left-hand side to have this Rowdies defense completely out of position.
Rowdies again running. Look out, here comes Greg. Trying to get position. Inside the box there, and the Rowdies will have a PK. As pointing down, no, this will be a goal kick. Official stepping in quickly there. I thought he was signaling penalty.
I thought so too. I thought so too, but he went right past the penalty spot and went to the goal line. But the Rowdies, we talk about aggression. Immediately, as soon as Tulsa pushed up, they went right over the top and found the space behind the back 4 for Greg to run onto.
How about the fireworks here early? As Bouchois now battling with Aaron Guillen. Guillen not backing down, and the visitors will have a corner. So very free-flowing here thus far. They'll actually call it a goal kick here for Rowdies and the home side.
Well, you could speed the speed of Marlon Ramirez just chasing after that ball. He's going to be a handful tonight, taking the spot of Rivas, Jacqueline Rivas from, I believe, is Honduras. But yeah, he is a slippery character, Marlon Ramirez. Great movement off the ball. He likes to run in behind the defense, as you can see there. Just doesn't have the closest of control in number 23.
Last time FC Tulsa was here, remember that 6-2 explosion in round 1 of the postseason. This is only the second all-time meeting between these two sides, and you got to think a little bit of revenge on the visitor side's mind tonight.
And I think that plays into the Rowdies. The last 2 teams, Hartford and Miami, came in here with a game plan to frustrate Tampa Bay Rowdies. I think this Tulsa team wants revenge. They want to come forward and get goals. And I think that plays into the hands of the Rowdies when they can play the ball behind the defense.
De Costa, nice touch. Suarez trying to get to it, and Antley will beat him to it.
But we're asking what Connor Antley can bring other than Forrest Lasso. And it's that speed to cover and get in between the forward and the goal.
Going down this time is Dogard, and we'll have a whistle as the official quickly steps in. Well, celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of USL Championship. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select League's choice, player's choice. Rowdies racing again. The flag will go up this time, as it was Guenzati ahead of the pack. Coach Collins, along with Coach Stead, a good job filling in. His experience on the bench is going to pay huge dividends for Tampa Bay as the season goes along. White now heading it up. Ian does the same. Fast and furious here in the first 10 minutes from Al Lang Stadium.
You know, we look at this Rowdies roster and we see it's the most impressive roster under Coach Collins. But don't forget the intangible, Drew. Oof. Don't forget the intangible of this lack of cohesion. So again, that speed of play, that understanding, the players don't exactly have that right now. And everything just seems to be a half a step slower for the Rowdies. That's why they can't create many chances in the last third. And they intend to fix that as this early season continues.
Spot the ball on the far side. And the Rowdies will once again work it from the back. So a little bit of a different look tonight with no Jordan Scarlett in the lineup for Tampa Bay. They'll go long here with Dahlgaard. And he'll have it taken away this time. Look at near side, Lewis Hilton once again comes up with it. Tampa Bay can attack. Dahlgaard eyeing his opportunity. Sent back. LaCava was in the neighborhood. And Rowdies will keep it.
Great possession. Heads up play by Lawrence White, who's a midfielder at heart. He has that midfielder mentality playing center back tonight, so his vision is very much intact and very much needed for this Rowdies defense.
Aaron Pien distributing. Here comes that pressure from FC Tulsa. They don't want the Rowdies to get comfortable, especially leading 1-0. This is Lewis Hilton, and now Lawrence White. White just gives a different pace. As it gets through LaCava, and is close to it, and be sent out. The Rowdies will have a corner. A little bit different without Jordan Scarlett in the lineup in the back. Ryan, how are the Rowdies a different team without him in there?
You give up that defensive presence, you give up that aerial threat on set pieces, but with Lawrence White there, he can make use of that space and almost bend that ball around the defenders for the forwards to run onto, which is a valuable weapon when you're seeking goals.
So Lewis Hilton, the set piece master for Tampa Bay, placing it down. See LaCava in there jockeying. Crowd excited here as it's Dahlgaard trying to switch field. Lawrence White running it down. White extremely active here in the first 12 minutes.
I love the idea, Drew. There's no Jordan Scarlett. There's no Dos Santos, no aerial threat. Why not go short? Why not try something different?
Dahlgaard sizing things up again. His pay couldn't clear it. Hilton to the end line. Sets it in motion. Who's there? Sable was waiting for it, did not get to him. And it's touched nicely by Machuca. He's got tremendous skill. So Machuca, the nickname, right, for Marlon Ramirez out of Honduras. Tremendous athleticism he brings on the pitch tonight for FC Tulsa. Ekra settling things for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, why settle for Marlon Ramirez when you can have a name like Machuca, right? Absolutely.
Kept alive. Good job by Greg. LaCava, brilliant touch. Dahlgaard, a little bit heavy-footed as the ball sails awry.
That's the area of the field where you drive the ball across the goal. You don't look to float it to the last post. Pace right across the 6-yard box and have an errant foot just sort of steer it in. And Saber Dahlgaard is wishing he can get that one back.
Lawrence White, when he is in the game, though, it's almost like a basketball game. You know there's going to be a lot of fast breaks.
Yes,
he pushes the ball, and that is what just love about watching 27 when he is on the pitch for the Rowdies from the time he was brought on for this franchise.
Yeah, loves to be direct. Very much that English sort of take on the game, which is very much north-south. Looks like a foul by Aaron Guillen, but he got away with one.
'15th minute here at Antley Stadium. Drew Felios with Ryan Davis. We invite you to send us a tweet throughout the night. Of course, be nice, be friendly. Who knows, one day we may even air it during the broadcast. Love having Rowdies fans, and tonight welcome FC Tulsa fans watching all over the world.
And we would like to welcome back Drew Felios. Missed him for the last couple of home games. Welcome back, partner.
Love being here on Saturday night. Such a great feel. This ball put in motion, and it will sail over. So the Rowdies will have a throw-in here with that 1-0 lead.
Well, tricky cross. Look where the ball is now. Lawrence Wyke. And here comes that Tulsa press. Looking for any sort of mistrap or mistake. And they're right on top of the Rowdies.
Well, Tampa Bay is Florida's most ways to play. You can claim your next adventure at visitTampaBay.com. That's visitTampaBay.com. Proud sponsor of your Tampa Bay Rowdies. Rowdies with a goal by Lewis Hilton. In the 3rd minute, FC Tulsa trying to strike back. Wyke able to chase it down here. He'll play from the corner. Nice job whipping it around. Dahlgaard does the same. Torres comes up with it for the visiting side. FC Tulsa now attacking.
Tulsa doing a great job pinning the Rowdies in their own half. There's no outlet for the Rowdies despite winning a couple of those tackles.
Sebastian Dahlgaard, couple goals on the season for him. How would you size up his play so far in 2022?
Confident, and he's brought a lot more attacking flair to his game. He's always a great one-on-one dribbler, but boy, he had a couple of strikes with his left foot. That's definitely a new bit of artillery he's brought to his 2022 season. And it's exciting to see. Something that the Rowdies need, goals from the wing-back position. And Dahlgaard has provided that.
This is White, switching it back. Rarely do you see him heading south. Rosa Reyna will pick it up here for Tampa Bay.
No, as much vision as Lawrence Wyke has, you do not want your centre-back to be playing that ball across its goal like that.
The flick try that time could get an offside here on Guenzati, which Michael Nissen used 4 different back lines this season. He had to shuffle a bit. You had Rodriguez, you had Bouchois in international duty. FC Tulsa has had to mix and match, make it work. They've done just that. 11 goals thus far through 6 games. Pretty solid offensive production.
Yeah, when you have talented players like Dario Suarez, Rodrigo De Costa, Jacqueline Rivas, J.J. Williams, who came across from Louisville. I mean, I have 2 players already with 3 goals, Williams and De Costa. What about last season? 9 goals, 3 players had. In De Costa with 10, Ramirez 9, Dario Suarez 9. I mean, talk about a talented bunch. We haven't talked about Jacqueline Rivas much as yet.
J.J. Williams in the neighborhood there. Tremendous form, the shots leader for FC Tulsa. You know where number 7 is all night long if you're a Tampa Bay Rowdy. Dahlgaard, Hilton, right back to Dahlgaard. A little quick that time.
But right now, after in the 19th minutes, we have the Rowdies at 60% possession to Tulsa's 40. Something you expect in our land, but something that has changed this game, Drew, which is the Rowdies getting an early goal, which is so important for their style of play.
Racing now is De Costa. How about that tackle? Connor Antley not having any of it.
That is a bruising challenge. De Costa now is going to need some medical attention. Look at the speed that Connor Antley got across there. Lawrence Wyke was beaten in number 27, and here comes number 2, the cavalry. man and ball.
Can't do it much better than that.
No, absolutely not. Came across like a tank.
So De Costa gets up a little gingerly, and for Connor Antley, this is a former USL Championship League One Player of the Year defensively.
Yeah.
So he certainly carries a lot of pride on the pitch, something to prove throughout the season. Nice little 1-2. Greg trying to catch up to it. And the Rowdies will throw it in.
And this is something the Rowdies have not seen this season. Teams pushing up high, going after them, trying to get a goal. And it's allowing the Rowdies to play a little bit of counter-attack, which is something that's almost foreign to them. And credit to FC Tulsa. They have the players to do it.
Things a little punched up right now. LaCava trying to fight right through it. Williams can't save it. Rowdies with 2 victories on the season. Feels like they've won more than that, but 3 points against Indy and Atlanta United 2. Coming in 2 tonight. A loss and 3 draws. 4th place right now in the Eastern Conference with those 9 points. White spreading it once again. And again, Rowdy's a little bit indecisive in traffic as Greg gave it away. And now Williams can turn and go. And this is going to be a yellow card here, I believe, on Antley, who is going to draw it for the Rowdies. He can't believe it.
It's going to be the first yellow card on Connor Antley in that vital centre-back position. He came in with another head of steam. De Costa got the worst of it just a minute ago. And asking the referee that the cleats were high. Let's see. Yep, the cleats were high. And he was asking the referee for something more than a yellow.
That's the 3rd yellow on the season for Connor Antley.
Great press by Tulsa again. They have shown that they are willing to push numbers forward and put pressure on this Rowdy centre-backs. And so far it's paid off. Rowdies still have no rhythm in this game despite the goal. And now they have a throw-in deep in the Rowdies' half. Great stuff from Tulsa.
This is Armin in the corner. Saul Ramirez.
Oh, beautiful.
Now Greg doing his job. And now FC Tulsa scrambling back. Rowdy's trying to get numbers forward here.
Jake Arman trying to be too clever. He had both LaCava and Benzati making runs. But what a really touch by Kyle Gregg. I mean, he's just so hungry to be on the pitch right now. Brings the ball down beautifully at the centre forward and laid it off for Jan Ekra to start the attack. Talk about centre forwards, how about JJ Williams? The man in form, the number 7, scored last week against Pittsburgh for Tulsa. Like you mentioned, Drew leads this team in shots. What a pickup they had for FC Tulsa.
Nice little flick this time. LaCava can run free. Jake LaCava has had quite a season thus far here for Tampa Bay. Into the box. And this is going to be a foul. And it happened inside the 18. A PK is on the way.
You can drop every game plan in the book there is, but when a player just starts using his natural ability and run at you like Jake LaCava, good things happen. Bravery in the last third of the field. And guess what? Wins a penalty just by driving the ball right across the box. And some fantastic ball control to go along with it.
And what also goes along with it, the first possible goal for Seba Gwenzati, a chance to get on the score sheet for the first time this season.
Well, the last time he's had a penalty in this stadium, in that very goal, it was saved in the USL Championship final against Orange County. And now he has a chance to rectify, to begin his season in the goal department.
Sean Lewis in goal for FC Tulsa. You can sense how important this chance is for Seba. Off this time, and FC Tulsa dodges a huge bullet when Zadi cannot believe it.
Every center forward that has ever played this game will know exactly how it feels. When it rains, it pours. He looked up to his left, keeper's right, and then went to his right, keeper's left, completely faked Sean Lewis. Just cannot find the bottom corner when Zati shakes his head in disgust. But it is the way the game goes for a center forward.
You can feel Ralph Smob, Skyway Casuals, trying to pick Seba up. Say, power of the home crowd here, trying to do the trick, trying to get 13 back where he needs to be. Perhaps a critical moment in this match, though, as the lead stays at 1-0.
Tell you what, great ball by Lewis Hilton. But what about Bouchois coming all the way across and getting that defensive header? Just a remarkable play by Hilton, and then matched by Bouchois defensively.
Nice ball this time, LaCava. Can he do it again? Rowdies will have a corner kick.
But De Costa, who usually plays attacking midfield, wasted no time getting back on LaCava.
And you see Seba, Ryan, it's in his head right now. It's one of those moments. You just got to put it behind you and move on. He's thinking about it.
Oh, yeah. He's pining right now, as he would never admit it, but his work ethic is never going to change, and that's the only thing that's going to change this drought.
Hilton trying to deliver one. Rowdies come short, and now Lewis with a better angle. Here it comes. Oh, Lewis there to tap it away. It was for the taking.
Great save by Lewis. We talk about bravery by LaCava. What about Lewis? Teasing ball in from Hilton, and Sean Lewis owned his 6-yard area and got a great punch out, almost a counter attack. Here it is again, teasing ball in, and look at Lewis, 2 hands, strong punch.
Jake LaCava, pretty good deal thus far in 2022 on loan from New York Red Bulls into the Rowdies system. He is here for the entire year, no matter what, and making the most of his time in Tampa Bay. Definitely a different style. Just blending all the parts together. You know, don't talk about it often, but the parts that the Rowdies lost from a year ago, guys like Steinberger, you know, guys like that that just mended well.
Max
Lakawecki, another one who comes to mind. You see Coach Collins there. Guys who weren't always on the pitch, but just brought interchangeable parts, especially with chemistry.
And they knew their roles.
Exactly.
So when they came in and they enjoyed their roles. And then off the field, in practice, they were very much team players. They played such a big part about the green and yellow just gelling together and becoming this force.
Adebayo Smith another. Rowdies again trying to shake free. This is Kyle Gregg.
Oh, great tackle.
The veteran taken down. We play on here. Looked like it could have been a foul.
These pay with a fantastic timed slide tackle on Kyle Gregg.
De Costa trying to up the tempo. And now Dahlgaard winds up with it. Up and down we go here.
What an open game. Beautiful to watch. At the Costa and Dario Suarez combination a couple seconds ago.
This game has been played at a furious pace since the start. And why not? They combined for 8 goals last time on this pitch back in November. These two teams, we know they can score. They're very offensive-minded here thus far. This is Jan Ekra creating a little space. Sliding it sideline. Armin is there. And let's see, will the Rowdies have another corner kick here? I believe so. And that right there is Bradley Bouchois. He is in some serious pain. I think a little bit more pain coming from the fact that he did not win the ball, though.
Yes. Well, he's such a competitor, the captain. Slid with Jake Armand. It was a 50-50. The referee judging the last touch to come off Bouchois.
So Lewis Hilton, third corner kick here for the Rowdies.
The last one was a short one to Armand. Looks like this one's going to go directly into Sean Lewis's living room.
Here it comes. Greg trying to elevate. Now Dahlgaard. White. Flipped right over his head. That's a nice ball because it allows De Costa to run free. Dahlgaard trying to hustle back. And there's Guillen to tap it just in time.
What a touch by Aaron Guillen. Often leads this team in interceptions and the Eastern Conference. He did it again.
Look at that exchange. Things really getting physical now on both sides as Suarez controls it. Antley trying to hustle back. Still anybody's ball towards the end line. Armin comes away with it for the Rowdies. Well, at Boat, we make the best gear for you to enjoy life on the water, from paddleboards to floating docks, committed to pushing the boundaries of innovation, style, and design to help you stand apart. Stop by our St. Pete store to get the Boat experience. 31st minute. Great to have you with us tonight on ESPN Plus. Drew Felios, Ryan Davis. Rowdies a 1-0 lead thanks to the goal by Lewis Hilton early on. Lawrence White with Dahlgaard near side. White trying to get through traffic. He does just that. Greg with contact, and now Ekra. Armin holding down that left side, gets to the end line. Here comes the service. Sabo was there, got a piece of it, but couldn't redirect.
It all started with Jan Ekra's ball over the top, taking Jake Armand with the momentum to the byline. He stopped, hesitated, and a peach of a cross. Oh.
Once again, an opportunity for Tampa Bay. They're really going after it. Right around that 6-yard box, there is Greg getting involved, the veteran.
Well, the crosses are going off the chart. 8 total crosses by the Rowdies to Tulsa's 1. And Tulsa's always going to look for passes through the middle. It looks like the Rowdies are back to the old tricks with the wingbacks getting to the byline.
Dahlgaard. Saba. Right back to 23. Lewis Hilton. Once again trying to go inside with it. Cleared momentarily. There's Machuca. And he is held. The whistle comes in. Ryan, of course, got that big matchup in the midweek heading up to Orlando City, and what is going to be a phenomenal showdown. Tough spot for the players and Rowdies coaches this week when asked about, are you saving firepower? You don't want to overlook anybody. You know they're trying to do everything they can to win this game tonight, but there's got to be a little bit of conservation in the mind of Neil Collins coming into tonight.
Drew, I think there definitely is a lot of emotion for Wednesday night's game, but I think when you're in your last 3 performances, your 2 draws and a loss, you can't blame Coach Collins for saying, we got to win tonight, this 90 minutes. So on any other day, maybe, but with the run of form or lack of form that the Rowdies have had, I think Wednesday night has to wait till then. It can't be thought of tonight, and the Rowdies are desperate for 3 points at home in our land.
Well said. Quinzati tapped away from him. Rowdies now attacking with Dahlgaard. Tampa Bay outshot Miami last week 15-7, but just 2 of those 15 shots were actually on frame. Offense was simply not up to par. Tonight has looked much better. here thus far in the first 34 minutes. Jan Ekra, big reason why. Spreading it to Daugard. Daugard with the cross. Saba going down, hoping to draw the foul. No whistle.
I know it's really hard on referees. He just gave up a penalty 5 minutes ago. But if we get another look at that one again, I think it's a lot closer than you think. But Jan Ekra coming through the middle, really showing his presence, taking players on, and then releasing Seb Dalgard.
Oh, how about this look? LaCava in open space for Tampa Bay. Tries to recenter it. Hilton a little bit late getting over. And now this is Eric Bird.
You can see the speed of play increasing. Gonzatti releasing Seb Dalgard. LaCava on that one. You can see the speed of play starting to come for the Rowdies in this game.
Gonzatti shoved. And an easy call there. Bouchois with the captain's armband here tonight. Conservative in the attack. And look at the way he plays. He's a guy that the Rowdies feel like they can attack and exploit just a little bit. Really make him work on both sides. De Costa now from the center circle.
Drew, I think it's 35 minutes in. We're now catching our breath from this game. Talk about end-to-end.
It has been back and forth since the start. This is the way you love this game to be played. Both teams taking chances, going after each other. It feels like playoff soccer.
Yeah, both of them have value for their positions in the Eastern Conference. 4th and 5th. Full of confidence despite the lack of form from the Rowdies.
This is LaCava. LaCava, beautiful ball, scored! Kyle Gregg puts it in. Rowdies lead 2-0.
There's that direct play from Jake LaCava. We talk about bravery. He won the penalty minutes ago. He drove the ball into space right here. Takes 2 steps and he's in. And what about that ball right into the path of Gregg, who's been tireless at the number 9 position tonight so far. Great ball and the sliding effort by Gregg. And 2-0 Rowdies. And you can't see it at the bottom of the screen, but Tulsa have gotten into a sort of a group huddle to talk about the cracks in the defense.
Just beautifully played by the boys in green and gold. Crowd loving it here at Al Lang as the Rowdies doubled their lead, and Kyle Gregg gets his first goal as a Rowdy in USL Championship play. He had one against the Villages in Open Cup, and showing why Coach Collins picked him to be the guy, to be that second big threat alongside Dos Santos and even Gonzatti.
He deserves it, Drew. Look at the finish by Gregg. Did everything right to get there. He was so hungry. His runs have been so sharp and tireless. And then look at this celebration. Jake LaCava getting a running start. Kind of look like your hurdles there, Drew. Uh-oh.
FC Tulsa. Little flick on the back heel that time from Williams. Thankfully, nobody there to follow it up. And here comes Dispay from behind. Adrian Dispay, the Cuban, big physical presence for FC Tulsa. How about Mr. Gregg? Comes in the offseason. Tons of veteran leadership, been in the league a long time. Was playing for Louisville City a season ago. One of Tampa Bay's arch rivals, and he has fit in so nicely. Certainly not a guy you have to teach from scratch.
I believe that was Kyle Gregg's 44th professional goal.
Well, the official involved that time is Ekra, saying, come on, you broke up my run that time. I'll place it down here. Been a very physical game here. Again, Jake LaCava making a difference for the Rowdies. Cannot say enough about his 1v1 ability and how he's just so unpredictable with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, just driving that ball into the open space, making defenders backpedal and second-guess themselves. And his delivery has been fantastic as well.
LaCava has fit in so nicely. 3 goals, and match and assist there.
I think
for big number 19.
I think the positioning on in this formation is perfect too. Rowdies playing with 2 number 10s. We have Guenzati and LaCava tonight. It's right in that area in between the midfield and the forward where he belongs. And boy, is he thriving.
Antley trying to clear it for the Rowdies.
Look at Kyle Gregg go to work.
Well, the reigning champs face and race their way to the Midwest to face a new-look Indy 11 as USL on ESPN continues. Indy 11 battles Orange County SC. Sunday, April 24th, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN Deportes. Orange County, Indy 11 coming at you. Cannot wait for that one. Here it's Tampa Bay and Tulsa. And the Rowdies have been outstanding here in the first half. There's Harmon with a little magistry. And now it's sent out. Dahlgaard trying to follow, save it there for the one-timer. Just high.
Well, it was put on a platter in the end, and boy, did he have time. He could have counted the stripes on the ball as it came down. Got his laces on it, but raised his head just a little too soon. And the ball followed suit. You know, talking about Indy 11, what about former MVP Asante coming from Phoenix Rising and now into Indy 11? They just signed him a week ago. That's going to be something special for that team.
Monster signing. Guy that means so much to the landscape of the league as far as a difference maker, an impact player. How about the Rowdies? Continuing to combo up there in traffic. Oh, big ball this time, and it's LaCava. Deflected, headed out. Save attempt. Rowdies will throw it in on the far side.
You can see some confidence bleeding into this green and yellow now. The ball is moving that much quicker. A lot of 1-2s on the top of the box. Jake LaCava leading the charge and instilling confidence in the last third. Something they lacked over the last two or three games. And a goal does that. All of your footwork and all of your dribbling and crossing, when that ball goes into the back of the net, subconsciously the players get that sort of belief again that they can finish off a move. So it looks like not much extra time might be played today. Our best guess in the booth is going to be 1 minute of injury time before the half is called.
Torres and FC Tulsa trying to pose a threat here just before halftime. Very busy halftime coming at you from Al Link Stadium, a special feature and great features we've brought you all year long here on ESPN+. But USL Academy, Tampa Bay Rowdies, of course, doing their part, grooming the stars of tomorrow. And Special moment for a few young players. Get a closer look at that coming up at the half. We'll also show you highlights. Brian Davis will have his best analysis as always, all coming up at the half. J.J. Williams, golden opportunity, as good as he is going to get tonight, and he knows it.
What a ball in from De Costa. Talk about room to play with. The Brazilian had the room of our lang and delivered a perfect cross for J.J. Williams. And you can understand why he held his head. Should have done better with that and put Tulsa on the board.
Such a big target. Just feels like he's going to get on the score sheet before the night is through. Such a presence. So yeah, don't expect much extra time here. It's been pretty free-flowing since the start. So there's the 1 minute of extra time, 1 minute. Goals by Lewis Hilton and Kyle Gregg. LaCava, the recipient of a gem from Gregg. The veteran is really showing something tonight. This is his coming out here thus far. And now White speeds it up and slows it down. Armin quietly doing great work. Going to chase it down here, and we've got a player down on that far side for FC Tulsa. Official runs over to have a look at him. Again, the physicality has been something here in this matchup, and I believe that's Marlon Ramirez, the Honduran, who is getting up slowly.
Yeah, interesting to see. Last thing we saw was Jake Armand crossing the ball, and there's Michael Neeson. Halftime is about to approach. His Armand's cross, the follow through there. It looks like Ramirez gets tangled up with Armand. The referee will do well to blow the whistle off right now and have the players go into the dressing room.
So Ramirez sort of invited the contact that time.
Yep.
And got the worst end of it. Sebastian Dahlgaard and the Rowdies have had their foot on the gas pedal since the start. The big point in this match still the miss by Guenzati on the PK. If he connects that, this is a blowout right now.
And also Seba Guenzati gets that goal under his belt to sort of free up that emotion, free up that confidence going forward for the rest of the season.
Big picture though, it's April.
Yeah.
You're going to have peaks and valleys throughout the season. Lots of opportunities for number 13 to get it right. Comes with the territory in this great game. There's success and there's failure. White attacking, little floater. As Gregg was lurking once again, and that will do it here for the first half of play. Pretty solid effort by the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Lawrence White injecting life into the green and gold. Great to have Neil Collins back on the sideline as well. Lewis Hilton delivers the first. Gregg the second for Tampa Bay. It's 2-0, headed to halftime. Coming right back at you from downtown St. Pete in a moment.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motorcars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motorcars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
New Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda.
Loud flavor.
The mayor must see this.
Hey, wait!
Flavor.
Mayor.
We bring flavor.
flavor. Whoa.
Citizens, I declare Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda the loudest flavors ever.
I help weight loss patients make lifestyle changes.
I give patients the tools they need to overcome obesity.
I help patients live longer.
I educate patients on the entire weight loss process.
I promote healthy habits with a healthy dose of compassion.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Every day, our bariatric teams achieve the results to wear it. Take the first steps toward permanent weight loss at baycarebariatrics.org.
I get up every morning with an opportunity to change someone's life. How cool is that?
Baycare, humanity at work.
Welcome to the Visit Tampa Bay halftime show. Visit Tampa Bay, where treasure awaits. Tremendous effort by the Tampa Bay Rowdies through one half of play as they lead FC Tulsa by a count of 2-0. Great to have you with us, everybody. I'm Drew Felios. The Tampa Bay Rowdies accomplishing so much throughout the community, on and off the field throughout the season. USL Academy, probably something we don't talk about enough. Grooming players and the stars of the future in this great league and in the world of soccer. And two of them had a golden opportunity at Open Cup play.
I just made my professional debut. It was a great atmosphere and a great group of guys that I was able to do it with. I think the nerves was definitely there, but the minute I got the first touch on the ball, I think they all started going away, and it felt good just to just keep moving forward and let those nerves get away.
It was great, unbelievable experience, and really happy to get out there. I've really enjoyed it, especially being out there with Lucky and him being my coach. Just been a really fun experience, and overall just really good.
It's cool. It was good to see them go in. You know, I looked into them and I was like, let's go, boys, let's go get it. You know, and last week we were talking about, okay, well, hopefully we start a game at the academy and make sure you keep the guys going because they've been training with us, so they got to keep that mentality.
We were making some headway in terms of trying to give the best players in our community, you know, that pathway, and then COVID really put a big restriction on it, and there was nothing we could do about that. And really now it's about accelerating that, and we've got some plans in place that we'll probably outlay over the next few months about how we're going to take that forward, because that, you know, hopefully this is just the start of our real path.
That was great. Since I was little, I've always talked about making my professional debut, and having both my mom and dad there just made it even more special. I definitely did enjoy it. I had a lot of friends and family come over, and the fans were great, so I think I enjoyed it a lot.
My mom and dad were here, and then along with some of my closest friends and their families. It was great. I really enjoyed them having here. It means more than they understand.
We are able to give them the opportunity, but a lot of people have coached them and their parents have supported them, so that's really just about their families and them, you know, having that moment for all the sacrifices they've made.
What a tremendous opportunity for Tate Johnson and Senti Castaneda as the Rowdies grooming the stars of the future. 2-0 the score through one half of play. We've got much more in the Visit Tampa Bay halftime show coming up right after this.
Great finish. Cue the smoke.
It's a goal for Orange County SC and their first of the season.
And that's full time. The old guard with a new trophy. Orange County wins the USL Championship final.
Welcome back to the Visit Tampa Bay halftime show. This kind of gives you an idea. Just a gorgeous night in downtown St. Pete. Antley Stadium, the site, Tampa Bay Rowdies and FC Tulsa. Gives us a chance now to focus on our storylines here in USL Championship. 15 USL Championship teams are in the third round of the US Open Cup. Rowdies are one of them. 8 hosting, 10 playing an MLS side, 2 playing a club from USL League One, and 1 hosting MLS Next Pro Club. 1 championship versus championship match. Phoenix Rising and New Mexico United will face off. So lots of interesting storylines there. Our team of the week, great names from top to bottom. And Mr. De Costa, the Ford Player of the Week. A tremendous job for the Riverhounds out of Pittsburgh. Our standings look like this. The Rowdies right now just kind of hanging out with Tulsa right there, 4th and 5th. FC Tulsa trying to separate a little bit after tonight. Tampa Bay making it awfully difficult. Louisville City right now, the class of the East. As you look down in the 8th spot, it's Memphis 901. Atlanta United, Indy 11 down there as well. But Solomon Asante will change things in a hurry. So when we come back, first half highlights. And we'll also take a look at stats. Ryan Davis back in the booth. It is a great night to be at Al Lang Stadium. We're back with more Visit Tampa Bay halftime show in a moment.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m.? Or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
New Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda.
Loud flavor.
The mayor must see this.
Hey, wait!
Later.
Mayor.
We bring flavor.
Whoa. Citizens, I declare Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda the loudest flavors ever.
What is fetchable storage? It's the best parts of today's moving and storage options combined. It's your storage unit on a truck that you drive. You save time by only loading it once. You save money, and it's easy and safe. Just fetch your storage container, fill it up, and bring it back. We'll take it from there. Visit redrovers.com now for a free month storage. Red Rovers Fetchable Storage saves you time and money.
The Visit Tampa Bay halftime show rolls on from Al Lang Stadium. The Rowdies enjoying a 2-0 lead over FC Tulsa. Welcome back inside the booth. Drew Felios alongside Ryan Davis. It has been quite a night so far. Back and forth, high-octane soccer, and the Rowdies wasting no time getting on the scoreboard.
I think just the idea of the ball getting into the back of the net allows the players to have a little bit of relaxation, some confidence in the last third. Jake LaCava has pumped that energy and that excitement and bravery, which allows everyone else to sort of flourish in the last third, and Rowdies have reaped the benefits as a result.
Tampa Bay taking chances right from the start as they were pressing against this FC Tulsa side. And remember, last time these two teams faced off, it was a 6-2 victory for the home side. The Rowdies will get it here near the end line, and the rebound comes out, and there's Lewis Hilton.
Well, it wouldn't show up in the assist column, but Gwenzati attacked that space, kicked the ball across the goalkeeper. Keeper got a save, and Lewis Hilton, the engineer, gets his first goal.
That was LaCava, just magic. He's taken down. A PK awarded to the Rowdies, set up for Seba.
But he looked the other way, put the keeper the other way, and just couldn't find the bottom corner. And when it rains, it pours for centre forward.
Tampa Bay attacking again, and it's LaCava. Look at this pass. Just gorgeous. Craig, the finish.
Well, Jake LaCava is not looking to put the ball square. He's looking to put the ball forward into space, taking defenders away from the play as a result. And now the Rowdies up 2-0. Jake LaCava special in first 45.
Let's take a look at the halftime stats. The numbers, Ryan, what stands out to you?
Rowdies, 64% possession. They've been dominating the ball. But not only that, they got 6 shots out of 2 compared to Tulsa. That means their possession has been productive. When it comes to the goals, of course, 2-0. But it's the Rowdies being penetrative in the last third. Jake LaCava being aggressive, being brave, and also being aggressive in the last third have allowed the Rowdies the luxury of being up 2-0.
See the possession for the Rowdies, controlling things after the first 45 and change. There's the upcoming schedule. Orlando City, a date up I-4 for the Rowdies, a game that's going to mean a ton to not just the players, but the fans. That is a game that we're going to be talking about for a long time after it is done. And just enjoy the week if you're a Rowdies fan. New York lurking in the distance for Tampa Bay. Got Memphis also, San Diego, Phoenix down the line for the Rowdies. FC Tulsa trying to change things up here in the second half. Had a few chances. J.J. Williams set up on what would have been a gorgeous header to get the visitors on the board, but this guy right here, LaCava, has just been magic. His ability to work in traffic, the unpredictability to set up his teammates, just get the sense he is headed for big things, and again, highly regarded by the New York Red Bulls organization, and it's the Rowdies' great relationship with New York Red Bulls that has allowed LaCava to fine-tune his skills amongst great players here in USL Championship, and we are thrilled to have him.
You know, LaCava getting a chance to play in a big team like the Rowdies, to play very important matches throughout the season, is only going to have him grow as a player mentally, and then fine-tune those skills in very tight spaces in very meaningful games before his MLS experience.
Second half underway as Jan Ekra and the Rowdies will move from right to left. Crowd has been tremendous tonight, as all Rowdies crowds are. If you've never been to a Rowdies game, 2022, a great opportunity. Come on out to the park. There's not a bad seat in the house, and a tremendous family experience you will get for sure. As Greg hustling towards it, the whistle will blow, and FC Tulsa will have a throw-in.
Just the constant movement by Greg, creating so much room and options for the Rowdies midfielders. This time it was Jake Armand. But it just shows how important it is to have a center forward that's willing to run. And not only run, but his movements have to be so sharp. And that's what creates separation away from the defenders.
Raiko Arozarena in goal for Tampa Bay. Resetting, blasting it downfield. Center circle. FC Tulsa trying to get off to a good start here in this second session. R&D in there to clear for the Rowdies. LaCava coming on. You see the respect he is starting to garner.
Talk about an excellent defensive effort by Bouchois. Benoit matching the cover, speed for speed, shoulder to shoulder. That's exactly what Tulsa need right now.
Rivas working down the middle of the field. There's White, though, on the interception. Rowdies have been a step quicker tonight than their opponent. Armin now will play on the near side closest to us. So Rivas in for Mota. That is the one change made here as we begin half number 2. Dogart. Little 1-2 setup. Into the feet of Lewis Hilton. And now Guillen. Here's Armin. So far pinpoint tonight. Delivers it across the pitch. And now LaCava with the blast. As it's deflected by Dizpay, and LaCava just getting some great looks here tonight.
Well, what a ball by Jay Carmon. He cleared the entire box and right onto the chest of LaCava, completely changing the direction. LaCava with all that confidence right now, having a very good shot at goal. Joaquin Rivas, you know, we talked about him coming in, left footer, coming in from the right-hand side. He's going to drift central a lot for this Tulsa team and create a lot of havoc in between Aaron Guillen and Connor Antley.
So Lewis Hilton, another corner kick here for the Rowdies. This one, line drive. Quick throw in by Hilton. Saban now sending it back. Only the second meeting ever between these two sides. Rowdies outscoring Tulsa 8-2 in this series.
You know, styles definitely make fights, and credit to Tulsa. They are a very aggressive team. They play open football. It's entertaining to watch. But the Rowdies just seem to really, really blossom when they play teams like that that like to come forward.
This is Williams. Right back, right side. Danger coming. Here comes the cross. And there's Ekra.
Well, that cross was on Rivas' weaker right foot.
Rivas trying to redirect now. Bouchois. Guillen. Dogart. Attempt to clear. Sabas shoved from behind. And the Rowdies will have possession.
Well, an easy call for the referee as soon as Rivas' hands went into the back of Guenzati. An easy call as Guenzati moved forward to get that header.
White coming up. And it will belong to FC Tulsa here.
You know, talented players like Darius Suarez, you see in the picture there. Lawrence White cannot afford for Suarez to get that ball and turn on him, hence the aggression in coming in from behind.
Oh, Antley got airborne. There's the shot at a Rose Arena. And Ryko there to save it for Tampa Bay.
Well, Eric Bird unleashed that one, and Bird has been brought into this team to be a disruptor, to be aggressive. But he's on the offensive end this time, and that's an excellent strike by number 44. Luckily for Rosarina, was right into his path. That was a well-struck ball from Bird.
Remember Eric Bird, last time he was on this pitch, red-carded in that first round playoff matchup. Played a lot more discipline here tonight. Flying through there, it was Greg. Tampa Bay can attack with LaCava again. Oh, LaCava nearly got loose.
He's so shifty, Drew. Going from left to right, body fakes. It's so hard as a defender to stay up, stay with him.
I mean, we've watched Leo Fernandez play season after season. We thought he was shifty. This guy almost takes it to a new level in La Cava.
Yeah, in the center of the field as well, where there's not much room to play with. And he draws so much attention, which allows players like Gwenzati to get open.
Fans tonight watching from all over the world, and of course locally as well. We'd like to say hello to our former production coordinator, Art Dries, but we know always watching at home, his grandson Francis, to welcome. Congratulations to Art. We miss him on the crew, Ryan, but we know he's watching, and his presence is always felt here in the press box.
The boss, one of the best in the business. Art, I hope you're doing well.
Rowdies certainly doing well. 2-0 here in the 53rd minute. Lawrence White to throw it in here for Tampa Bay. De Costa. Now there's Antley. Antley really taking care of business on that back line. Scramble for it. Ekra comes away. Jan Ekra with pace. Look at him go. Gray gets loose. Oh, beauty. Sean Lewis deflecting out.
For the second time in this match, Jan Ekra again springing free through the middle of the park. And look at the pass, just threaded between the defense, and a fantastic save by Sean Lewis. A brave save at the feet of Kyle Gregg. But Jan Ekra bossing it in the middle of the park again. Created one in the first half, and another one again in the second. So important. He doesn't have that speed in the last third, Jan Ekra, but he has the ability to control the ball in tight spaces, and he knows where to put the ball to off-balance the defense.
Always love to see number 7 in the game for the Rowdies. Good things always seem to happen, and now it's La Cava. Once again, keeping that back line guessing for FC Tulsa. Ball delivered and sent out. Dogguard will watch it go out of bounds.
Jake Armand, his crosses are just superb to look at. So hard for defenders to defend when you're facing your own goal. He whips it right around the defender and has that ball curling back into the path of the forward.
Armin again. La Cava. Ekra. Spread the wealth here. Lawrence White through 2. Can't get by the third, and it winds up in the hands of Lewis. Rowdies with only the 2 victories through 6 games. As we've talked about, if you're a Rowdies fan, I don't think it's time to panic. Of course, it was a very short off-season. Rowdies knew that they were going to have to make some changes. The cohesion, the chemistry still kicking in. It's a long season. Players still learning how to play with each other. And I think it's going to be fun to watch, especially as we approach the months of May and June, the summer just around the corner. You want to be playing your best, of course, when it gets to late August and September.
Yeah, especially when they had such turnover in this group. Like this man, Jake Armand, coming in. Not exactly a role player, expected to be a starter. Still trying to figure out his role on the team when he's expected to do so much more in the team that he played with beforehand.
Now it's Dogguard. He'll set one in motion. Bicycle kick set up. Saba would have had the goal of the year.
Well, the confidence isn't there, but the bravery is. Here comes the ball from the right-hand side. Seb Dalgard, and Gwenzati jumps on his bike and tries to get one in the back of the net. Great effort by the Uruguayan.
Once he gets that first one, the floodgates are going to open for number 13.
So I heard it's like a ketchup bottle, okay, Drew? You take the ketchup bottle and you try to pump the ketchup and nothing's coming out. And that's the life of a forward. Nothing's coming out. You make every run in the book, you take every shot you're supposed to, and then all of a sudden the ketchup comes out and it can't stop coming. And the goals keep on coming. And that's how the life of a center forward in this sport. Just have to continue doing the right things, keep making the runs, keep shooting. And eventually the ball will start going in the back of the net. You used to be a shooting guard as a basketballer. You got to keep shooting, right?
Absolutely.
Can't stop shooting.
Coach Collins knows that. Lawrence White knows that.
Didn't know you were a shooting guard in basketball before?
Yes. Long, long time ago in another life.
In a galaxy far, far away?
Never saw a jump shot I did not like. Oh, yeah. Rowdies with a 2-0 lead, 58th minute.
Oh,
this ball, pretty nice. Rosarena scrambled for it, and it sails out of bounds. The visitors should have a corner here, and you saw some chaos right inside that 6-yard box.
Well, our angle was behind that ball as it came in. Look how teasing it is right into the mixer. And a Rosarena, talk about bravery, coming out and taking out some black shirts, but really putting his body on the line.
And it's a possible head contact as the trainer comes out here for FC Tulsa to take a look. Hey, don't miss a minute of the action in 2022. Whether your club is on the road or at home, catch nearly every second of USL Championship action on ESPN Plus, the home of the USL, MLS, La Liga, Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Little T-check, little head check. Hopefully everything is okay.
Look at Rosarena coming out. Got just a piece of it. He needs to get more of that because now the goal is wide open. But the intent was there, which is fantastic. But if you're going to commit, you're going to have to get something on the ball if you're the goalkeeper.
Well, that is Rodriguez coming off that international duty for El Salvador. Big piece in the hopes of this franchise. He'll trot off here momentarily. Had a chance, Ryan, to call some of that CONCACAF as the World Cup approaches. And man, that is some fun stuff, isn't it?
Amazing. I mean, Guyana versus Trinidad and Tobago, a last-minute equalizer by the Trinidad and Tobago women. It was unbelievable scenes. And I tell you, this area of the world, when it comes to soccer, there's so much drama involved when it is time to qualify for the World Cup.
To see a different level, players playing for their countries.
Oh my God, yeah. With the flag, unbelievable.
So much pride on the line. Rodriguez over to Lewis now. If you're FC Tulsa, it's not going your way thus far, but a goal cuts the lead in half. And you know the old saying, the toughest lead to guard is a 2-0 lead. So if FC Tulsa can just score, this will be a different game.
Yeah, it's just enough for the team that's up 2-0 to take their foot off the pedal mentally, and it's just enough of a scoreline for the team that's behind to put everything on the table to try to turn the table. I have to really believe FC Tulsa are going to be looking to Brian Brown, then number 9. Maybe replace JJ Williams.
A little bit upset that time. Feeling the official missed that.
I don't think it ever went out.
No.
The entire ball has to go out for it to be out. Once there's a piece of it on the line, it's in.
Well, Tampa Bay has Florida's most ways to play. You can claim your next adventure at visitampabay.com. That's visitampabay.com. Rowdies still yet to make a change. Tremendous talent available here tonight as Greg Trying to separate. Defender goes down. He's going to get called, though. Saw the little nudge with the forearm.
The center back came in with such a head of steam. Looks like it was Adrian Despay. And Greg tried to be savvy to just brush him aside. Despay went flying. Good call by the referee in the end.
More contact. This time Aaron Guillen involved. Rowdies will have it back. Wadzati. Take a shot this time.
You and Rodrigo.
Throw-in coming from Hilton. A few words from Seba. That's Gabriel Torres over there. Ian got some room to work. So does Armin. Vintage Rowdy soccer here thus far. La Cava, middle of the park. So dangerous. Again, just taking on defenders himself. He is fearless.
Looks like Aaron Guillen and Jake Armand changed positions for that play. If they did, Aaron Guillen needs to support La Cava on his left shoulder and make himself available. La Cava took a peek across his left shoulder, did not see Aaron Guillen, and continued to run the ball into traffic. When players take players on, other players have to support them and give them outlets.
Armin. Hilton to Dahlgaard. Dahlgaard gets to the corner of the 18. Now sets it for White. White a chance at a cross. This one's coming up near handball that time as Torres elevated. Rowdies will have a corner.
Well, that's what Lawrence White can give you as compared to Jordan Scarlett.
And look who is coming on. Steven Dos Santos. Set to enter for Tampa Bay. Kyle Gregg put in quite a shift. The veteran will head out here in the 65th with a goal.
Even Steven Dos Santos is applauding him. What an effort by Kyle Gregg. But it's his first game of the season, so coach saving those legs 65 minutes in. And then this man comes on. What a luxury to have off the bench.
Dos Santos showed what he could do last season. He was absolutely lethal on top for the Rowdies.
And just in time for the corner kick, Drew.
Hilton, line drive. Oh, shot by Dahlgaard. You remember the play last year where Hilton set it up on the corner and Dos Santos came flying in with the header, crashing the party, as I remember.
Yes, that's right.
And a memorable goal from 2021 from number 10.
Such a weapon for the Rowdies, a much needed weapon. I mean, before Lewis Hilton came in, there wasn't many goals coming from set pieces. And Lewis Hilton came in, they added Steven Dos Santos, and then all of a sudden the Rowdies were conjuring up goals on set pieces. It took so much pressure off of their open play because they'll be up 1-0, not having to try to dissect teams.
Another slide from Antley. This one gets by, though. FC Tulsa, and there's White. Just really heads-up defense by the Rowdies.
Just the intensity between White and Connor Antley, just amazing to watch.
How about this attack now from La Cava? Seba for Armin.
Well, you can see La Cava, he's a young player. You see his ability to run at players. But look at the final ball to Wadzati. It's just not there. The pace of the pass, the accuracy of the pass, and that's going to come over time. Young players, that's the last part to develop.
Dahlgaard, little flick, setting up La Cava. Puts it in a pretty good spot. Armin trying to create a path. La Cava will as well. Hilton. And now White. White will blast it through traffic, up in the air. And Lewis comes down with it.
Well, the aggression, great defending by FC Tulsa, just standing on top of the feet, taking away the angles of the Rowdies when it comes to shots on top of the box. Eventually, Lawrence White gets a shot off, but still it was well defended. Strong deflection.
Rowdies completely dominating this game right now. Owning possession. And now starting to stack up chance after chance. Just have the feeling that third goal could be coming here shortly. Dos Santos sends it back out. This one sent in on the ground. Rebound there. Dos Santos running another one down for the Rowdies.
You know, Drew, it's so funny that you should ask about the possession. It's Rowdies 65, Tulsa 35 in
Here's
possession.
LaCava. I mean, right now, Ryan, they're having their way.
It looks like they're on the practice pitch right now, backs against forwards.
It really does. Armin sizing it up. Here it comes. Oh, Dos Santos nearly with a tap in. Just had to put a little less touch on it. It's 3-0.
Well, coming off the bench is never easy, and what a pearl of a ball Jake Armand did. Look at this little dink and chips it, and look at the bend, comes right back into the path of Steven Dos Santos. What a pass by Jake Armand. Had 3 assists against the Villages in the US Open Cup, and that is why he's on the pitch. So deadly on that left-hand side, and this man, once he gets going, like Guenzati, the catch-up is just going to keep flowing out of the bottle, Drew.
You know where I'm going right after the game to see if there's any leftover hot dogs in the suite right next to us, because you keep going to that ketchup analogy, and man, I am hungry.
And all you can eat ketchup after that, right?
Ketchup on hash browns. Is there anything better? And eggs as well.
I don't like it on my eggs, but I can go with you on the hash browns.
Maybe a sprinkle of hot sauce too. Lovely.
If you're FC Tulsa, on the bench, they have Kui Pitar, who's a holding midfielder for them. He's their version of Lewis Hilton. That's the player FC Tulsa needs right now. And dare I say, is that him? He needs to come into the game and control the game and really start to instigate in the middle of the park and allow players like Jacqueline Rivas and Suarez to get the ball to feet and then create in the last third.
You also see Chuich, number 8, up for
Sorry,
FC Tulsa.
that's the pronunciation. Thank you, Drew. Chuich.
So he is up, and it looks like he is ready to check in here. FC Tulsa has got to make a change because the Rowdies are simply running away with this one. 2-0, it feels like it's 4-0 at this point.
Yeah, it's a different type of 2-0 feel right now. It's not FC Tulsa knocking on the door trying to get one back. It's more of just holding off for more goals.
So 71st minute, 2-0 Rowdies. Ball placed down here for the visitors. Sean Lewis has done his part tonight, facing an onslaught of Rowdy shots. Set piece now. Rosarena shifting over. Again, the defense does their job, and here's Armin.
Oh,
beauty. Jake Armin now operating. LaCava asking for it. Armin trying to finally get it to him. Maybe waited just a little bit too late. And now it's Williams. Williams sending it Rosarena's way. Goes sliding.
Love the effort by J.J. Williams. Just putting that ball in the danger area and hoping that Darius Suarez can run onto it.
Here's Chuich coming in. Number 8, also number 5, Johnny Fenwick.
You know, I should play the lottery tonight. I was just talking about Chuich, and he's going to come on now. Would you like the winning numbers, Drew? Even if you ask nicely, I'll give it to you.
I think so. If I win, though, you won't see me here in a couple weeks, that's for sure. Bird heading out. And now Brown coming in as well. comes Brian Brown, good physical striker out of Jamaica. Another player, Ryan, you're very familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly need all of what he can offer here. About 20 minutes left in regulation play as this is Ekra. Really like the combo the Rowdies have had tonight. Dos Santos again trying to become a threat. He goes down. Daugard hustling after it. Rowdies just winning every 50-50 ball. Hilton now coming on. Williams able to win it. But there's White. White so pesky. No ball is safe. Daugard waiting for another service.
You love the aggression.
Oh, there's Armin flying through with the header.
You love the aggression by Lawrence White, but you're up 2-0, and you're really starting to push forward. Look at this ball by Daugard. He just puts his laces through it. He doesn't chip it. He really just almost like a shot. And Jake Armand coming in at the right time. Yeah, Brown gives a different dynamic to J.J. Williams. J.J. Williams likes the ball to his feet. Brown likes to run in behind the defenders so he can play the ball into space. Gives a completely different dynamic than the other forward. There it is.
Over the top, Rosarena in place.
That is exactly the type of run that he likes to do. Run in right between the center backs. And the ball played over the top.
Ian shoved down that time. And you saw a little shrug from Brian Brown, who just checked in. And Costa Rowdies set to enter. Leo Fernandez will lead the way. Also, Dayon Harris coming on here in the 74th.
Well, two players that are exceptional at handling the ball out wide.
So Fernandez and Harris, great to see Leo, the Rowdies veteran, one of the faces of the franchise, the Brazilian. And there is Armin. You know, Armin, a guy, as he walks off here, just very quietly going about his business throughout the league. And credit Neil Collins for really sensing his abilities and how it could really help Tampa Bay in 2022.
And he has the ability to play multiple positions. He can play in the middle of the park with a Lewis Hilton if need be.
General Manager Lee Cohen as well. You really see how he fits in. He's got a little bit of that Jordan Doherty quality when Doherty was at his best. Playing here, just calm, very soft feet.
Great distribution.
Yep. Taken away by Ekra. And now Sabo. There's Leo getting right to work. Fernandez using his right foot. Coming off, Ekra spinning around, deflected, and just off to the right.
Well, I know we're going to look at the score sheet and see Kyle Gregg's name up there and Lewis Hilton, but this man, Jan Ekra, has been so instrumental coming up from the middle of the park. And he is getting another shot off, and look at that deflection. Could have gone anywhere.
Ricochet could have easily gotten inside that far post.
Soccer.
Now it's White. Trying to take it himself. Laying it right. Sent in. And whizzing past. So the Rowdies with another opportunity. As it's great to see Leo Fernandez chipping in. Well, at Boat, we make the best gear for you to enjoy life on the water. From paddle boards to floating docks, committed to pushing the boundaries of innovation, style, and design to help you stand apart. Stop by our St. Pete store to get the boat experience.
Right now, the shot count drew 16 shots to 5. Rowdies have really turned it on in the second half.
Dos Santos going to plead his case. Great to see Steven on the pitch tonight. A little bit of jawing going on As you see number 10, that's Rodrigo De Costa, the player we highlighted in the open. Little chippy right now here in the 77th minute.
Well, one of the best attacking talents in this league is coming off De Costa.
So De Costa coming off, and this is Lebowoloto coming on for the first time. Tremendous passer for FC Tulsa. Deon Harris now. Lightning in a bottle for the Rowdies. Again, it's LaCava. Fernandez sending it in, and another chance for Dos Santos as he tried to square it up.
Well, it's that man, Jake LaCava, again, just being so direct. Puts the ball right into the path of Leo Fernandez, but in momentum. And Leo puts that ball on a platter for Dos Santos, but good enough harassment by the number 8, Kiewicz. There's Kiewicz being that Lewis Hilton type player. There's trying to get a hold of the ball. An orchestrator.
Here's a blast. A Rosarena bailed out by the post that time.
I think he got a piece of it, Drew. But what a shot by Brown.
Just blasted off the left foot from Brown, and the Rowdies dodge another bullet. Here comes another one, and this is Ekra deflecting it this time. A Rosarena will jump on top of it.
Great job by Rosarena. Here's that shot again. And let's see if he gets a little piece of it, Drew. That was a certain goal. What a strike by Brown. And a Rosarena with a fantastic save. One of the saves of the week in the USL. Wow. We talk about that reflex save in the first half, where he was left dead from poor judgment. And then just another lights out save for what would be a certain goal from Brown.
'80th minute. And it's Ekra. Caught up in traffic. He goes down. Rowdy's asking for a foul, but will play on. And Jan is in some pain here.
Not a good sight. Jan Ekra sometimes has long bouts of injuries that sets him back. And he's been so instrumental playing alongside Lewis Hilton tonight.
And Neil Collins kind of glances over to his bench. This could be time here to perhaps make a change. See Stuart Dobson over there as well. Got to have number 7 in the lineup as we near the midpoint of the season. Just too valuable.
Yeah, but you can see that pronounced limp. Coach Collins went right back into the dugout to have a word. Yeah, he's so smart. And you know, as soccer fans around the world now, Karim Benzema from Real Madrid and France is having the time of his life, and he's one of the best players on the planet. Jan Ekra was the roommate of Karim Benzema, who's an international talent for France U20. Talk about pedigree on the field for the Rowdies. Has so much experience.
See Tulsa here. Still looking to get on the score sheet. Kiewicz taking the scenic route here. Flick over the top, Antley. There for Tampa Bay, and now Guizzati. So we're going down, and perhaps we'll get a call here.
Lebowoloto coming on, bringing that intensity. If he wants to get back on this pitch, he's going to have to use that characteristic. Moloto, fantastic passer. But playing in the center circle, he needs to engage, and he did exactly that.
Well, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Dayon Harris, little flick, goes end over end. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Plus, hear the live matches from USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Rowdies continue to attack. 83rd minute, a 2-0 lead, and they have owned it tonight. So now, big question is, when do we start talking about what is on the horizon? You never want to look ahead. You never want to look ahead. You never want to jinx things, but...
Well, I tell you what, if they get a third goal, we can talk about it. At 2-0, anything could still happen.
Yep. Good point.
But the Orlando City match, understand that the Orlando fans as well are going to demand Orlando City show up for that match as well. So talk about two sets of fans wanting, willing their team on to have a good performance. It's just going to show up to be a fantastic showdown. It could be for more than 90 minutes, because remember, it's a cup game. You can go the full 120 on penalties. And the one eye for is very real.
Leo Fernandez, little flick. Here's LaCava. He's been brilliant. Trying to get it inside that far post and shoots it wide.
Well, this is what Leo Fernandez can give you once you start coming inside. And with the outside of the foot, just dinking it to LaCava. And LaCava just can't get around it. Look at the dink, but he can't get around it here to bend it into that last post.
So exciting to watch, number 19.
All as I can say is, I'm glad he's on our team.
Now it's Dos Santos. Rowdies not satisfied with a 2-0 decision. They want more. Leo Fernandez gonna try here, end line. Saw Guenzani lurking as Dos Santos goes over the signage. He's got to be careful here, get some numbers back.
Oh, what a ball.
Tremendous quality. Left open and buried. That is how you do it. J.J. Williams finally on the board, and the Rowdies lead cut in half.
Well, the left back Torres completely split the Rowdies open, and he hung his head as Williams passed the ball off. Williams was in line to strike and score, but he passed it off to Brown, who put it back into Williams' path. What a ball by Torres. Right here, split the defense, and that pass turned out to be a perfect ball, and Brown heads up play. Just a brilliant, direct pass by Torres to put the Rowdies completely on the back foot and allowing Williams to get on the score sheet.
And all of a sudden, a different mood inside Al Link Stadium. Some hope on the visiting side.
Well, it's going to be an insane 5 minutes, and Lucky Mkosana coming in with Junior too. So fresh legs for the Rowdies, but talk about belief now for Tulsa.
Guenzani heads out for Tampa Bay. Seemed a little bit too easy as we approach the finish line, but FC Tulsa has now made this interesting. LaCava goes out, Junior 2 comes on. And again, it's 2-0 on the scoreboard, of course, always within striking range. You look at Seba, a little frustrated after the chances tonight. They will certainly continue to come. But right, it just felt like the Rowdies were completely dominating. We haven't seen much of a pulse from the visitors in the second half, but we finally do. And there's Dos Santos taking one at the back of the head.
Yeah, you said it, Drew. Rowdies dominated in possession, but it's what type of possession? And the balls came across the goal with regularity in the second half, but there's no one there to finish it. We saw LaCava's miss. We saw Dos Santos' miss. These are chances where players have to start converting those chances, because then the score stays pretty slim and it allows teams to stay within the game, like Tulsa.
Leo Fernandez trying to shake free. Stays close to the end line, puts it right in front of the goal. There's Harris to finish it off.
Well, the Samba man finally made an impact on this game. Came in only 10 minutes ago. And he dances on a string, gets past Bouchois, and takes the piece right out of his shoes and just puts it on a platter for Deon Harris. What a play by the Brazilian. And Harris gets his first, but Leo Fernandez has left his mark on this game.
So just when the visiting side pulls close, the Rowdies with the answer. And now some separation here in the 88th.
You can see Coach Collins clapping away, trying to get his players going so they have a strong finish, have momentum going into Wednesday night's game.
First goal for Deon Harris in 2022. Player that can be so lethal for the Rowdies once he gets comfortable. You think back, and I know we don't want to think back, but we will, back to that USL Championship against Orange County. Deon Harris was probably the lethal player on the pitch that night for the Rowdies on the national stage when they came up short. He was the biggest threat.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about potential. I think his time is really coming close. But Seb Dalgard is doing such a good job for the Rowdies out on that right-hand side. Harris just can't get the minutes. No fault of his own. We know how hard he practices and what a committed team player he is. But Seb Dalgard's performances have been so solid. And he can give you this, running in behind the defense. When the defense does decide to push up on the wing-back, Harris can give you that speed to run in behind and get on the end of passes. We had a quick right wing back by the name of Malik Johnson from Canada way back when. Reminds me a little bit of that sort of characteristic as well.
Probably a little bit faster though.
Yep.
Overall pace.
Not as shifty.
Yes, Fernandez goes down. Harris hustles over, collects it in the corner. Lawrence Wyke. Wyke shaking free on the ground. And just wide.
Can I just tell you, that was Lawrence Wyke's left foot. Beats the player comfortably and then gets a shot right across the last post. And that's your right centre back, by the way.
I'm telling you, it is going to be one interesting night in Orlando.
Yeah.
The Rowdies starting to feel it here tonight. You just have a feeling they are primed and ready for the Open Cup stage. Ekra. He'll blast it towards the goal. Deflected out. And now 3 minutes extra time coming. J.J. Williams. Connor Antley. Held back. And finally a whistle there.
Now, I don't understand this. Brown was spoken to by the referee for doing exactly this when he first came on. And now just pulls Connor Antley back, and the letter of the law means it's a yellow card. I just the letter of the law, I'm just having a hard time. I mean, I don't mind, but I'm a little confuffled by the lack of the yellow card by the referee.
Is that a new word or one you made up?
I'm not that smart. It's an actual existing word.
Sounds appropriate.
All right, so we're going to officially talk about Wednesday night's game. Orlando City, 2-0 lead over Columbus in the 86th minute. And now the Rowdies, 3-1 lead over Tulsa in the 92nd.
You just say this. As Dos Santos puts it in motion, M. Kosana hustling over. Been around this market a long time, Ryan. Born and raised here in the Tampa Bay area, proud to say. Anytime you pit Tampa Bay against Orlando, whether it's the South Florida Bulls and UCF and the Knights. I used to be the voice of the Tampa Bay Storm when we played the Orlando Predators classic matchups there in arena football. Fans hated each other in arena ball. And now in soccer, the Rowdies and Orlando City. You know that there's going to be a lot of talk back and forth. A lot of Rowdies fans plan to tailgate, and we cannot wait for what is going to be simply a treat.
Absolutely. So much pride at stake for that match on Wednesday. And when it's a blood match, you can throw everything out the window.
Fernandez, shaking and baking. Extra help comes over defensively to halt the run. And it goes back, Ryan, to competing for franchises. When the Tampa Bay area was trying to lure a baseball team in the 80s, Orlando was also trying. They've also tried to match us getting an NFL franchise. There's always been a competition, sort of a hidden competition between the two markets.
NBA as well.
Yep. And Orlando, of course, getting the NBA franchise in the late 80s. It's a big win for them, something Tampa Bay never had, but of course, the Tampa Bay area with an NFL franchise, NHL franchise as well, and a baseball franchise. As Rosarena comes out, and he is feeling this one.
Well, third time is not a charm for Rosarena. This is the third time he's come out aggressively for a cross. It turned out perfect. He got his two hands to it. He disrupted the play. No chance for Williams here.
Oh,
but look at how he lands, his back. Oof. One thing's for sure, Drew. He is committed.
Fans appreciate the effort from Ryko tonight. What a night it has been here in downtown St. Pete. 94th minute, Rowdies about to put a bow on this one.
Question now is, on Wednesday night, do you play the Fox in the Box and company?
Lots of questions yet to be answered. For now, we celebrate. Leo Fernandez comes on late, and the Rowdies get it done. 3-1 the final over FC Tulsa. Jake LaCava, tremendous performance for the home side. And the Rowdies, once again, victorious. Back on the winning track, Neil Collins. And the Rowdies get it done. Got much more from downtown St. Pete coming up on ESPN Plus in just a moment.
We help our patients live life without pain.
I help patients get back on their feet.
Getting my patients moving moves me.
I help patients go through orthopedic surgery smoothly.
I help patients take their first steps after hip replacement.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Learn why 98% of our patients are walking within 24 hours of surgery at BayCareTotalJoint.org.
Every day, I help patients live happier lives.
BayCare, humanity at work.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motorcars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motorcars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
Tampa Bay Rowdies 3-1 over FC Tulsa. Rowdies get their third victory of the season, and they do it in grand fashion. Up and down, high-octane soccer from start to finish tonight under the lights at Al Lang Stadium. For the Rowdies, big confidence victory. Ryan, get things back on track before heading up I-4 this week.
Yeah, the practice all week long was just practicing on intensity in front of goal, intensity in the last third of the field, and boy, did it pay off.
Tampa Bay attacking right from the start. Ball comes out, Lewis Hilton able to bury it.
All starts with El Capitan driving that ball into space. And then La Cava again driving the ball, bravery. And a great ball into Greg to get it to make it 2-0.
The veteran with the goal, a little celebration afterwards, all things going the Rowdies' way. And then J.J. Williams, finally a goal late, cuts the lead in half.
Started all with the left back of Torres, and then J.J. Williams finishes. But what about this? The Samba man leaves the peas in his shoes, and Deon Harris collects an easy first goal of the season, all because of Leo Fernandez.
So Rowdies get it done by the count of 3-1. Some final numbers to look at. The possession owned by Tampa Bay. Shots on target about even. Total shots, though, the Rowdies own it. Yellow card. Antley got the one in the first half. Pretty much, though, a solid performance for Tampa Bay.
Absolutely. And boy, did they take that confidence into the next match on Wednesday. The 1-4. Coach Collins has to be happy. Gwenzati not so happy. But the Rowdies overall happy.
Gonna come for Sabre, though. Those goals are coming, I promise you. 3 straight away games, including that Open Cup showdown against Orlando City, followed by New York and Memphis. Rowdies back home here on the 30th, 2 weeks from tonight, as they host San Diego. Lots of games, though, coming up. You got to preserve those legs because there's lots of soccer here early in the season and a date out west with Phoenix Rising. We hope you enjoyed tonight. It was a grand night, a perfect night of Rowdies soccer. 3-1 the final for our phenomenal crew here at Al Lang Stadium. Alongside Ryan Davis, I'm Drew Fellio saying so long from downtown St. Pete. Rowdies win 3-1.
Telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
Thank you, boys. That was some bad shit there.